Today's lesson in math, you're going to be learning how to order numbers from least to greatest. Now in second grade, we did this with only one symbol. Today in third grade, we're going to learn how to do it across three different numbers. So if I were reading this like a sentence, it would be this number is less than this number, which is less than this number. So my hint for you today is when you are ordering numbers, I like to start with finding the greater number. So the way to do that is simple, is you just start in the hundreds place. I have a 6 in the hundreds place, a 7 in the hundreds place, and a 5 in the hundreds place. So which is the greater number? 6, 7, or 5? Hopefully you saw that 7 was the greater number. So because 7 is the biggest number, that's actually going to go here at the very end of our number sentence. Okay? Then I like to find the least number, the smallest number. So I've already used 704. Now I'm going to look here in my hundreds place. Is a 500 number less than a 600, or is a 600 number less than a 500? Hopefully you're thinking 500. So 562 is the lesser number. And the number that's left over, guess where that's going to go? Smack in the middle, 627. So if I were reading this number sentence, it would say 562 is less than 627, and 627 is less than 704. Now we're going to try a different one. This is a little bit trickier because when I look at my hundreds place, I see a 2, a 4, and a 4. So when that happens, with these two numbers, I'm going to have to go to the next place value. So I'm going to have to look at my tens place. So if I'm looking for the greater number, out of 200, a 400, and a 400, the greater number has to be one of the 400s. So now that both have a 4 in the hundreds place, I'm going to look at the tens place. Is 1 or 5 the greater number? Hopefully you picked 5. And 450 is my greatest number. That's going to go at the end of my number sentence. My lesser number would be, out of these two, which one has the least amount of hundreds? 200 or 400? I hope you're thinking what I'm thinking, 283. And so the number that's left over is the one that's going to go in the middle. And when you read this number sentence, it reads 283 is less than 417, which is less than 450. That wasn't too bad, but then we get a little bit trickier. So let's move on to this one. Oh, look at this, boys and girls. We're trying to order these from least to greatest, and I see an 8 in the hundreds place, an 8 in the hundreds place, and an 8 in the hundreds place. I can't use the hundreds place to determine which is the greater number. So now I'm going to have to go to the next place value. A 9, a 1, and a 4. Out of those digits, which is the greater number? Correct. The 9 is the greater number. So 892 is going to go at the end of my sentence because it's the biggest number. Now I need to look here to find the smaller number. They both have an 8 in the hundreds place, so I'm going to be looking in that tens place value. Is 1 or 4 the lesser number? Great. Yep. 1 is the lesser number, so 818 belongs there. And then in the middle is going to be my leftover digit, which is 845. So when I read my number sentence, 818 is less than 845, which is less than 892. So far, so good, but we're not going to stop there. Now we have to order these three-digit numbers, and they all have a 5 in the hundreds place. They all have a 2 in the tens place. So what do you think we need to do? Yes, we're going to have to look in the ones place to be able to order these. So looking here in my ones place, is 6, 0, or 4 the greater number? Hopefully you were thinking 6. So 526 is my greatest number. All right, now let's find my smallest number. 0 or 4? Great. Yep, 0. So 520 belongs here, which means 524 falls right in the middle. So if you were to read this number sentence, you would read it 520 is less than 524, which is less than 526. All right, so you're going to have mixed examples of this, boys and girls, so pay attention. First, look at your hundreds number. If it's the same, move on to tens. If that's the same, move on to ones. Good luck today.